Craig, we've heard that 25 years yesterday, a young man made a debut for the club who's still here as a coach now. Obviously, there's some very obvious recent highlights, but those apart, maybe the last couple of years apart, what jumps out for you in that period?
I had hair. One of the first ones, I guess. Yeah, very young and fresh looking, and look at me now. This is what Batley Bulldogs does to you. So, no, just I think I can remember coming on my first day's training. I came up for a trial period for 4 weeks when David Ward was the coach, and I can remember walking into changing rooms, and I walked into the wrong changing room, walked straight into the first team changing room and sat down, and was swiftly told to move next door, which what A-team changing room was it were at the time, but made my way back into the first team changing room not so long later. I actually remember debut the week after the Transpennine Cup final victory against Oldham, against Doncaster. So really fond memories that first year. You grow up very, very quickly when you come to a club like this as a young kid, I guess, and yeah, it's played a massive part in my life. I said a few times that's played a huge part in my life over 3 separate periods as a player and as assistant coach, and now as a head coach. And you know, I'll be involved with this club in some way, some shape or form, I would imagine, until my last breath. And you know, made some lifelong friends down here, and it's just some great memories, both personally playing, although achievement-wise in terms of trophies and accolades, we didn't win a great deal when I played, but certainly the times that I've had up here and personal achievements in terms of being the record try scorer and then having the honour of coming back as a head coach, it's massive for me as a club. And so the last 25 years has been fantastic.
And just prior to the previous spell as coach, obviously you were here with JK, but those years ago we had a real strong period. That 2016 was something special as well, wasn't it? That must be up there with the highlights.
Yeah, it was definitely, to get into the middle eights at that time, and you're playing at Headingley and at OKR, who we still played at that time as well. They're the occasions that players want to play in, that coaches want to coach, and you want to pit yourself against the best. You don't have the big days out for clubs like us, who I guess over I would say recent years, but in generations, I guess we've not really been in the top flight for quite some considerable years. So them good days out are few and far between, and you know the Transpennine Cup and the Northern Rail Cup, and then you've got the middle eights and the grand finals that we've had recently as well. So we've had a little bit more success recently, I guess, which is nice, and hopefully that can continue over the next few years.
And right up to date, amazing day on Sunday, and have you managed to process that really?
It's sinking in now, because there's all the logistics of getting everything sorted for travelling down to London, and you know the club are working really hard in the background in trying to book hotels and travel and everything else that comes with the final, which I guess of a game of that magnitude the club haven't really had much experience of that over recent years, and it's proven very, very difficult, and some people are spending a lot of hours and a lot of phone calls and a lot of emails trying to get things sorted for fans and for players alike as well. So it's a busy week. We're, I guess, still riding that crest of the wave, that we're still smiling, we're still happy, still on that cloud nine, I guess, from the semi-final performance at the weekend, which I thought the players were outstanding. I thought the build-up all week in training were first class. The enthusiasm and the effort they put into training during the week, and even the guys who weren't in the 17, the way that they were committed to the group and committed to the cause and bought into everything they want to do on that particular day and throughout the week as well. It was really, really good, and it's a short turnaround, I guess, now to the final. We've got 2 more league games, and then it's a final, but we don't want to be thinking about the final too much, because we've got a game against Featherstone coming up on Saturday, and if his focus is on that, then we'll get his backsides kicked, I think.
And that's exactly it. We've got it back to basics now, and back to what we need to be concentrating for the weekend. Boys ready for that?
Yeah, they seem to be. Again, it's easy to get people up once you've won a semi-final. People want to keep that shirt for the final. It's a real short turnaround. It's not like it was from the quarter-final to the semi-final, where you've got 2 months break. It's 2 games in between, so people want to keep the shirts. A few people carrying a few knocks, as you would expect from a game like that might miss out this week. But we're not a team that rests people and rotates people. If you've earned that shirt you've earned it, and you'll keep it until somebody else comes in. So hopefully we can keep the majority of the squad out there that played at the weekend, to keep that continuity, and hopefully put in another real good performance on Saturday.